Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's another day in the market. Now, as usual, I tell you and I promise you guys that I like to keep it simple. I like to bring exactly what's going on in the market to you guys to let you guys have an idea of what's happening in the market. And I keep it as straight to the point as possible. Now, if you subscribe to this channel, you understand and you have an understanding of where we're coming from. We keep investment simple. If I buy a stock, I let you know. If I'm planning to sell, I let you guys know, and vice versa. Now, let's take a look at Didi. Now, you all know I made a few videos in terms of the potential of Didi post the investigation by the Chinese authority. Now, this has been going sideways for the last, I would say, last 2 weeks. Now we understand the regulators. Like 2 weeks back, we're investigating. Now we hear there may be a possibility of charges against executives. And it's sad to see that this whole thing is becoming a political game in terms of the money. Now, I've spoken to a few people, some like people as well from China. I have a few neighbors that's our investors, accountants, and I'm getting two different on like consensus with this thing. And some is saying that Didi is monopolizing the market, and then some is saying that the Chinese authorities trying to control who invests in Didi because the potential could be crazy. And I'm not picking either sides. I'm just going by the facts. Is that a how can a company from China that is allegedly under investigation allowed to list on the New York Stock Exchange? Right. At some point in time, that there's some checking needs to be happening to make sure that everything is good. And I believe they did check, and this information did not get disclosed until we have billions of dollars that's investing from people across the globe. Like specifically in the US, we have a few of the big banks poured billions into this company, including Uber as well. So um, something doesn't sit well with me in that aspect. And secondly, it's creating a narrative right now that you got to be careful if you invest in Chinese companies because like, we've seen it with Alibaba, we've seen it now with Didi, and we side with Alibaba Ant Group as well. And there's a few tech companies in China is getting squeezed by the regulators. I know there's a word they use that cybersecurity to protect national security and and um, and people privacy. So if we look back at Didi since IPO, we can see that the stock is just dead in the water. If we take a look at it, it came out hot on fire, and then since that time, once news broke that okay, the Chinese authorities investigating, everyone starts to jump ship. There's been pressuring and selling, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Now I'm reading this morning. It says that um, Diddy and certain office executives are charged with failing to disclose material information during class period on our registration statement as issued in conjunction with initial public offering. So there's so many stuff, and we saw news that and the cybersecurity teams they're investigating at the location. So there's so many things that's going on. But what I take from this is that Diddy have the possibility to be a monster in the market. We saw what Uber did and the people who invested in Uber in the early stage, and this is exactly what will happen with Didi. It will go through all this negative news, and then it will get very cheap. And it's just the people that be patient, and the people that bought up most of the share will come out to be rich as hell. So if we take a look right now, it's down 17% again today. We saw yesterday about 10%. Now it's 17% at $8.43. And guys, as usual, I tell you, I cannot tell you to buy this stock. You got to take precaution, but I'm buying. So I'm buying more shares because at some point in time, these allegations should get straightened out and we should see what this company could become. So again, I'm not telling you guys to go out and buy. Please do your research. Be aware of what's happening in China right now. It is a high risk, but this is the time when I take my stubbornness and invest in companies like this